All right. Has a Gibraltar in front of him. Needs to play this. He's in a solo opportunity. Is actually going to take the portal back to his own teammates. So having to retreat, even though they have the early aggression and the high side of it, it's just not enough. They can't commit.
Well, they've only got the 2 members, so I like the idea of knowing the fact that they can get some damage off through this. See, maybe they can get a down, equalize it, continue on the pressure afterwards. Aim assist, meanwhile, on the hunt right next to the edge of the safe zone. Looks like they're on a quick reposition based off of that. All their members back up. Designful's taking a little bit of damage, so got to be a little bit careful as he is the tail end of this. I see a little bit of a reposition coming out as Rogue going back over next to artillery base is going to be where a lot of fighting is going to be happening. You saw 303 and one of the members go down inside there. I'm not sure if we have lost all of them at this point. Going to have to be a little bit careful as you see players are just dropping from the skies at artillery right now. It's so packed.
Yeah, you saw Rogue doing a really good job just kind of aggressing. That was where Energy initially took their fight, but because they're on the back end, but a big shot here from Energy and everybody else. I think it was Crummy with the Prowler end up taking down Rogue. So having to watch the back end, good shots coming out from Sweet, able to get quite a bit of damage down, but Snipedown's going to be the aggressor. As always, trying to take this full head on, and he gets punished for it. So again, multiple shots going down, needs to play that with a hard angle, and they get punished for it. Rogue just not making the right decision. Also in the kill feed, you saw TSM getting involved as Blur and the rest of the guys, Gobble, Noble, everybody in from North. So much action happening all in the same spot, and there's still teams having to rotate in.
It feels like not everybody was aware of how many teams were in this. So the moment they started taking a fight, they're like, okay, we've finished that one out. And then 2 more teams just drop down and want to get involved inside the party. DSM is playing back over towards the eastern part. They've got a lot of control to work with right now, as it's really been the east that's getting all the action is breaking through. Smile playing back down to the south of their position right now. I was trying to see if they can get a little bit more information, seeing the fact that they hear all of everything that's going on inside of artillery, but is very comfortable just being the gatekeepers of artillery right now, just right outside the gates itself, seeing if anybody wants to make the approach back over. As you can see, 13 teams still up and active, 32 people alive, as we've seen almost all of our action being hinged around artillery so far.
Well, you're looking at a lot of the teams. Rogue left with only 1 person. Roof Koreans only left with 1. Ziploc Bags down with 2. Team Liquid also left with 1. You saw Liquid ended up going into the falls for quite a while. Looks like he's moved into the trees, so a man of many elements as he's trying to stay alive here as No-Brainers and another team, Sentinels, it looks like trying to get in a fight. We jump over to Solifide as well, who is just inside of artillery, jumping back to Sentinels, getting third party. Another shot coming out, going to drop down that bubble. It should be able to heal up here, but again, the difficulty of the positioning is they do need to rotate back to where that shot came from. So I assume they're going to completely retreat. And with that 45 seconds that's remaining on the circle, try to position on a different angle, but not going to be an easy push in.
Well, you can see the rats now hiding out. Not a lot to work with. They've got themselves right on the edge of the precipice of disaster as Eternal. I love you, man.
There's not many things certain in life, but other than taxes and eternal hiding, you know, what else do you need?
He lives up to his name. You gotta say that. Unknown finding themselves in a fight right next to Gibraltar. Gonna go ahead and lose one. Blur's already down with this. Matt Pickett and Crummy trying to find the approach that they want to work with, trying to get a couple of shots of good connection coming out from Crummy. He just lasered the guy up in front of him, trying to inflict a little bit more damage. Seeing if the fact that they want to go full on defense and maybe go for a res out of this, that looks like that's going to be the option. Don't play it aggressive just quite yet. Throwables are going to be coming over the side of it. Good connection yet again, but it looks like nope, they're just going to go ahead and have to pick up the beacon and start the retreat out of this. So Unknown going to have to step away while they have bullets cascading down back behind him, and it looks like it's going to be Solifide that's going to be chasing after it.
Yeah, Solifide played that really well, and a lot of it was due to those throwables. Just that grenade on the back end side made them completely retreat, and they only had 1 piece to cover. So it's either they wait and they dedicate to that fight, or they back out and live to fight another day. So taking the more passive approach, unfortunately for Rogue, after that last player trying to rotate through gets dropped down. So Rogue has now been eliminated. After all these teams here, TSM really take advantage of reps. Again, providing that information with Crypto.
When you have 30 teams that are all stacked around you, Crypto can provide so much utility inside of the situation. ISMP still reining in damage on the approach, caught up right next to the edge of the zone, trying to make sure that they flush out anybody that might be coming up back behind him. New circle has popped, and it's going to be back over towards the north of our position, continuing to go back over towards where we see artillery at. It's going to be Sentinels. Got to be careful off of this one. Crust taking a little bit of damage. Petch as well, but now just retreating away from the firefight, trying to pop everything that they can along behind them to stall any approach on invaders.
Yeah, in the middle of that all as well, we saw aim assist and multiple other teams here. Yet again, an artillery taking a bunch of engagements, but Result on the high ground, able to put down a bunch of damage to the players below. See if he can find an angle. Has one coming up, trying to bob and weave and get his way through. He's going to get pushed by multiple in the numbers game and just can't hold on. Well done for a Smile. pushing together as a unit, are able to overwhelm and remove aim assist.
Now more control coming back over towards Smile in the center of the safe zone. They've got the high ground. You guys have been hearing me talk all day about the control that can inflict on everything going on around them. Should have a chance to get back up their shields. Plenty of time with this. Now it's just a matter of how everybody back over towards the east is doing. As you can see, Unknown still charging along outside the zone right now, taking a little bit of damage, but not too far away. So Lafide still looking around, seeing if maybe they can spot anybody on the approach, seeming like the fact that they might have an idea that somebody could be ratting their way over through this, but doesn't want to waste too much time just quite yet. Instead, going to make their ways up the hills, trying to make their way a little bit closer back over towards Artillery, which has been, again, just the center point of everything that's been going on inside this round.
Yeah, a little bit different in this match, too. Our last one of the day, and we appreciate you guys all coming to tune in, but normally we have a lot more teams towards the tail end, but with only 8 squads remaining and a ton of options, trying to go for a cheeky spot doesn't matter. Has nowhere to bomb and weave, and makes it easy for McCarthy to pick up the kill here on the end. So, going to be rewarded as a kill leader and taking out Sentinels. So, kind of open in the air for these last 10 spots, as a lot of the big players have been removed, Rogue included in that. Not sure if that Watson's still able to hide for Team Liquid. Trying to get those placement points at the tail end. Another team that was in 7th coming in today, trying to get as many points as possible to keep their spot safe.
Now it's just about control. We've seen everybody playing around Artillery, but there might be a couple of gatekeepers hiding in different points. Nope, I'm willing to bet that that is a Team Liquid. Uh-oh, Solafide finding themselves in a little bit of trouble. Good spray coming out. Quick dance back and forth behind the Gibraltar shield. Going to go ahead and have another one go down. It's just Metro, last one up, but he comes up clutch. Kill leader as well, and should be able to get the reses back over for his teammates.
Solafide having a fantastic fight. Obviously one of those teams that also is retreating towards that southwest side of the circle. But able to come out. All 3 members going to be absolutely crucial in the last as we get down to 6 squads now. Energy still there, and they have TSM up top with Smile. Reps has been doing a fantastic job with the crypto, getting a lot of that utility like you were mentioning, but not a whole lot of room to play with. Debating on how they want to take this. Going to take the portal back up top and the rift up top to get some high ground. Removing the barrier of those doors. Just debating on how they want to take this. They don't really have to force anything, and this is the thing that too many teams do. I love the play from perspective. I absolutely love that play.
Oh, it's kind of toxic in all the right ways.
Looks like the chase is on. SMP trying to find the team down below. Get down 1, 2, 3. Make it all the clear. And a little bit too easy. SMP takes no damage for that aggression.
Just a little wave as the
poor solo
came
feed it,
through
man.
the fins. I just felt so bad, and I think we're back over towards our rat cam. Is this Liquid?
Yeah, it's the Watson from.
Thank you for letting us know there, guys. All right, so it's going to be Flanker, the last one up for his squad, but he's about to have to make a move. That bush isn't going to be able to come with you, man. So what you got now? You're going to have to make your way back over to the tunnels.
He's got a whole minute. He's got a Watson ultimate, and he's fine. He'll be fine. I'm predicting top 3 for Liquid. You just wait. Unless Reps does something.
3 with confidence.
Oh, yeah, he's got this. I totally don't. I'm not confident in that prediction at all, but, you know, top 3 would be safe.
Hey, but you said it with confidence, and that's all that matters.
That's all casting is, man.
Yeah, just say something. It's kind of like singing. Just so long as you're loud and you make it sound like you're saying something important, it's all okay. So Crypto, not going to get a lot of information with this one, but at least enough to know the fact that they're comfortable and repositioning right now. So now I got control back over towards the top of this building. Should be aware of the fact that nobody's back down as well. I believe the Crypto made the approach through that. So our tunnel boys seem to be where a lot is going on. And it looks like that's going to be the new direction that Crypto is going to go ahead and throw his drone out to try to get a little bit more. ISMP is going to be making their way back along that point and might be the ones that are spotted out by TSM playing up the tunnel.
Yeah, need to be careful, obviously, with these Watson fences. Big EMP. He does crack some armor on this one, so this could be an opportunity. They're going to take the heals and go, and this is the aggression that comes from TSM with his comp. Just so much aggression and having that extra life. Unfortunately for Rocker, he's going to be the last one. There's only 1 player left on Energy, and not a whole places to hide, and that makes it way too easy for Abaleli and the boys. And they are rewarded heavily for this team comp. They also have the zone to control too. Another team comes out, and unfortunately, Petty Boss makes it eat my words as Aberlelli, who's trying to get a heal off, gets aggressed by his Smile and put down.
Again, good awareness coming out from Smile, realizing what's going on, trying to see if maybe they can jump in, find themselves an opportunity. 4 squads left at the time. Everybody's kind of making their way. If you're not a part of the artillery party, you're already too late. Good spray coming in as ISMP just going to go ahead and chase this one down. You were pretty close with it. Flanker tried to get his way over there, but now it's an interesting situation. Artillery is pretty complicated the way it's set up. Smile seems to be aware of where we have one of our teams positioned at. They've got control back over towards center. TSM is playing back over towards the west of this position, and I don't know where our last team is hiding at right now.
Yeah, they're up top here. As you can see, this was the one SMP that just took out Team Liquid. So they're up top. Smile has their number right below, waiting for these guys to rotate in. They're going to have to move first. So be interesting to see how they play this. Obviously, they got the Gibraltar bubble that they can pop down. Maybe if they get lucky, they might have a portal available from the Wraith. Not sure if we have that perspective, but for TSM in a really good position, just on the backside, just kind of waiting it out. They don't really have to do anything unless they're forced to push in. So Imperial Hal, Rep's curious to see on what they can play. More importantly, too, if he has that drone and can get an EMP off here, which, I mean, you're talking only 5% for that ultimate. It could be interesting to see how it plays, but if he lands shots like that.
ISMP has control back over towards Circle right now. So with this, you can see TSM's trying to do what harassment they can back over toward ISMP. TSM might find themselves with an approach vector, but two different teams could choose to go back down the exact same time, pincerring the team that's inside the center point. It really depends on how TSM is opting into playing the Smile, already having a little bit of aggressors come back their way. Fordon now dropped back in towards their base, still hitting a couple of tap shots back over onto that one, so you at least tell them, hey, nope, we're not ready to give this one up just quite yet. 10 seconds before the zone starts to shrink down, and not a lot to work with right now. I like the aggressive step up. Smile has a lot of shield to work with. Just going to go ahead and take a quick pop on that one before they reposition back around. They've got the building complex over here, but they know that TSM might use this opportunity to approach. Always the third party is the way that this is going to be playing out. Smile now found himself in a very difficult position, having to watch two different angles, but it's going to be TSM that's just trying to gather all of the information they need before they opt into making their move.
Yeah, it's a really good play here by Smile, initially taking that damage. Unfortunately, no thermites to throw on that portal, so gonna back off, try to reposition. Need to be careful. They find the crypto. Gonna destroy the drone. Need to be careful on the backside. Taking a ton of damage. Gonna have to push in. So many teams here. Protectful trying to get dropped down. He's gonna get removed. So TSM now able to play third party. Able to come in on the backside. They have both angles of approach. And it's gonna be super simple for them if they keep landing shots like that. Arc stars galore. Just trying to take this last person down. Can they get the landing on it? So many throwables here from Imperial Hal. And is just gonna flush out this player. Trying to do whatever they can. But every angle covered by the Mastiff. So much health. And Watson trying to play aggressive. And it doesn't matter. TSM on top.
Oh, but Crypto, he doesn't have a whole bunch of ways to kill you. No, he just lets you know exactly the right moment to make the play. And whenever you've got aim like TSM does, there we go. It didn't feel right. We needed to have a TSM win. Sooner or later today.
Yeah, it was played really well by TSM on the back end. Obviously, a lot of action that went down, but they took the more passive approach because I think of what they were able to accomplish with Crypto. They knew there were so many teams nearby that they decided to stay back a little bit because they knew they were going to find themselves on the receiving end of a third party. So by staying a little bit more passive, they get that high ground, able to play towards the very west end side of artillery. And even with Solifide and 303 kind of pushing in, they took each other out. They didn't really have to worry about it. So well played by TSM on the end there. And unfortunately for Smile, just kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, in between two teams, both very aggressive. And it makes you kind of think, if they had that thermite for that rift, if they had the ability to throw that down and stop that push from happening, who knows how it would have played out.
Well, there are two key factors to take away from that. When you often see people be like, oh, well, they got so much circle favor. That is a prime example of whenever you get circle favor, it doesn't always work out in your benefit because you can find yourself with too many enemies approaching too quickly. Now, we've often seen that TSM go, okay, hey guys, we need to go back to our tried and true comps. But now we're seeing